Welcome back to the MICPT.com podcast with the one and only owner of the international iconic Made in Compton store. And I tell you, this is December 1st, 2024, that this podcast is being recorded. And it's a phenomenal thing when we have so many different events taking place in the city of Compton. What's your take on that?
Oh
Boom.
man, it's always something going on in the city of Compton. You just got to know where to go and where it's happening. My buddies from Just Dipping, they always throw this little thing up at Crystal Park. It'd be off the chain.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so I know currently they have a hmm, is it a circus or carnival or something that's taking place right now that's been taking place since last month? And that's always extraordinary. So I want to give a shout out to Miss Helen. She's always uh, being cordial and working with the community to put on different events. And if you don't have the know-how, she'll guide you. You want to put any workshops on at the Crystal Palace Hotel and Casino, she is there. The not the casino part, the resort, the hotel portion. She's excellent. So you want definitely communicate with Miss Helen. Absolutely. So this one right here, now we know as well, Miss Rita, we call her Mama Rita as well, that brought this flyer here to the store and the Made in Compton store. And we know that from the previous years, oh my goodness, it has been definitely great turnouts. Absolutely. They work well together, these car clubs. The people that with the nonprofit organizations, the vendors, I'm telling you, they are organized. So definitely want to showcase the one and only carnival rides as well for the children because that's what it's about, and making sure that they have fun. And it's really neat. They have gifts for them from the different nonprofit organizations. They get a chance to take pictures with Santa Claus, and usually there are horses and ponies there. It's just really, really nice. Good food and everything. So definitely want to showcase this flyer that was presented this weekend by the one and only Miss Rita, and she cooks very, very well. Thank you. Shout out to you for the Thanksgiving plate. Absolutely. So, with that in mind, you have some things that you want to share with us.
Yeah. Uh, I had a question for people that's listening. Where can you go get quality comfort, quality clothing for 40 to 50% off, and get it, uh, at a knockoff price that we even mail it to you. So,
Right.
Compton in a box is really the way to go. It's like, how to articulate the quality and the quantity that you get with signing up for Compton in the box.
Mm,
Not only do you get it 40 to 50% off, we will deliver it to you. So,
absolutely.
go to micpt.com and sign up for Compton in the box, and it's on 3 different tiers. The more you spend, the more you save. If you spend
Mm,
$39.99, you get over $100 worth of merch. If you spend $69.99, you get over $140 worth of merch. And if you spend $99.99, you get over $200 worth of merch. So sign up for Compton in a box. It's really the best thing going. It's like the quiet deal that nobody's talking about.
absolutely. And I'm going to take you to the website right here. There it is, Compton in a Box. And you click right there. Absolutely. And you click here for Compton in a Box subscription plan, and it will walk you through the basic, custom, and deluxe. Absolutely, subscription plans, and you'll put your size here. There's a carrot, an upside down arrow there, so you can select your size, and then you can definitely select the packages here, and there you are. So you add to cart if you're ordering something else, like right away, like the definitely the Made in Compton robe that does not come in the subscription plan. and you definitely want to get one. Oh, it feels so good. So, and then of course you buy it now. Absolutely. And then with that in mind, awesome. We are back here. MICPT.com is scrolling on the bottom of the screen for your perusal. And if this is your first time tuning into the MICPT.com Made in Compton podcast, please note that we are looking forward to your comments and love to share information with you as well as edify you. So if you don't know, if you're a customer, the Made in Compton store, we do a photo shoot for you. And where else can you get a photo shoot of your family or of yourself? Or if you're in business for yourself, and let me say, and if you're in business for yourself and you have a business card, we'll slide your business card into the video as well after your purchase directly. And that is just a caveat of one of the services of form of appreciation for our customers at the Made in Compton store. And Bone, I have a question for you. There's
Oh,
this
okay. What
question.
is it?
The question is, why did you write your book?
Well, it was therapeutical. Something I needed to organize again in my mind and put it on paper. Like they say, if it's important to you, put it on paper. And then I had already started writing, took a step into authorship maybe like 10 years ago, but
Mm-hmm.
I had lost the transcripts when I moved from Arizona back to California. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like something that I felt I needed to finish. Even though I didn't have the same story, it's something that I needed to finish. So if I ever do find the other part of the transcripts, I can put that book together and it could be my second book. Because the first
Right.
book I wrote was totally fiction, and this one was totally fact. So it was like it was a big difference, different genre and different experience.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wow. Pretty neat. And we offer a book service at the Made It Compton store. And before we speak on the service, that's something to think about when you're writing a book, whether or not what type of genre it is and why do you want to write a book. And one, we share about the book service because we want people to make money as well, but definitely, through the process of you writing a book, it's definitely going to take you on an introspective journey. That's true. So it's just another thing to think about. And I'm glad you brought that up. And so that's something we want to remember to share as well when we talk about the book service. Absolutely. So, with that in mind, when you think about the fact that you started a book and unfortunately those things got lost, do you think that you would still write another book like that?
Yeah, because the book had a lot of substance. It was really, telling people how to watch out for the pitfalls that's in the community. And, it was a story that I made out of my imagination, but I figured like it was my Harry Potter because I did a lot of research. I was
Mm-hmm.
actually in prison when I wrote half of the book. And I, really interviewed people and asked them they take on different stuff. And,
Mm-hmm.
because the stories I was telling was stuff that actually happened, but it happened in different locations. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like I was transplanting stories and mixing it up and rearranging them. So it
Mm-hmm.
was like a lot of work went into it, a lot of Q&A. So, it
Mm-hmm.
was kind
I
of like
see.
it was a grave loss that I didn't find them transcripts. But I
Mm-hmm.
still think for some reason I might have them because I think when I was in the apartment in Long Beach, I remember seeing the manila folder with those papers in it. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. I got to check when I check my storage.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Wouldn't that be something? So you wind up writing a different book before you completed your first book.
Man,
But
that would
sometimes
be
it
crazy. But sometimes it's
happens.
meant to happen like that.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, are you looking forward to writing another book, even if unfortunately, if you don't find all the papers, but it sounds like you're going to find some of the papers at least. Do you think you'll write another book so you'll have like three books?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's great. So yeah, there's that thing like how they say you want to just get back up and keep riding the bike. So as soon as you learn how to ride the bike, you want to continue to ride the bike. Absolutely. So that's cool.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because now it's like a test to see, what can I come up with now? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it would actually it would be fiction, but it's just like okay, but or it might could be self help or something like along the lines of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of them things like, how can I outdo what I already done?
That's right. Absolutely. Because it's always a book when you write about the process of when you wrote your last book. Because so many different things, obstacles come up, distractions, and so forth while you're in the process of writing a book. So everybody actually has two books at least immediately.
Man, I know you could write a book guide to authorship,
Amen.
just
Absolutely.
really breaking down the whole process of it for future authors.
Absolutely. So it's really something else. So, with that in mind, we're definitely. I have to write a book like that. Yes, I will. No problem. So, almost let that go by me. But let me say this as well, because if I'm thinking it, somebody else has got to be thinking it. So, like they say, it's nothing new under the sun. So now we have a book service. First of all, we want to go ahead and share about what the book service entails.
Yeah, the book service is where you get book placement for $50 for 2 months, and you can pay us in product, meaning the actual book can pay for itself. And we got you can have the in store book signing for 250, and you can tell all your family and friends, and then we can advertise it on social media that you're gonna have a book signing at the store, and go ahead and take it from there because I kind of forgot
Absolutely.
some of the details.
Absolutely, yes, but no worries. It definitely is it's a wraparound service for anybody that's interested in becoming an author. Definitely, we can take you from concept to production, and based on the fact that you all know that the store owner, the founder of the Made in Compton store, is a new published, self-published author that you can definitely learn some information from him, even if you want to call or send a message or comment, and he'll oblige you by answering the questions because they're very recent. And for somebody that this is his first time as a self-published author, is really neat to learn and hear information, because I've helped some people but I never heard this comment, and this came from Bone. He said that it was like we created this product out of thin air. And the
Man,
concept is so rich, but it's so true. And you all can do the same thing. I can help assist you with that. So the first thing, definitely want to share kdp.amazon.com. Everybody knows that people can write a book and have your book online. That's Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and so many other places. But definitely, it is free to start your book. It's a template. They have videos, but definitely want to connect your bank account with the kdp.amazon, and it walks you through all those steps, so it literally becomes a book of business. So not only are you being able to share your voice and share your concepts about different things, suggestions, ideas, definitely your expertise and so forth, but you are also building a legacy for generational wealth, as we say. uh, it may sound redundant, but it is generational wealth, and it can be a legacy in more than one facet, because sometimes people leave things to foundations versus their families. But just knowing that if you have any beneficiaries, you want to put those beneficiaries, add them as well when you create your account, because now you will have your own online book shelf. So you can start with your first book and just keep building. And that is digital, paperback, hardback. And I don't get paid. We don't get paid for Amazon or advertising that or anything, but it's just another service that we're providing because it's, I do have expertise in it. I'm a self-published author, over 500 books before it was Chat GPT, and I've written how many books? 3 books since the Chat GPT. But at any rate, just to note that it becomes easier when once you start. Once you learn, it's easy, and the first time you learn, you'll be able to teach a village after you work with me. So at the same time, just know that it just takes time, and once you put the time in and get your book uploaded, do know that they charge you for your author copies, and it may be a couple of dollars. It depends on how much you're charging for your book, how many pages. It varies, but it's not that much. Literally, I have so many books that is only costs a couple of dollars to print, and that's just keeping it 100. But what I value each book, or what was the purpose for each book, and so forth, that's the nomination of money that I put on the book. Most of them, you can go online right now. That some of them $3, $5. I just want other people to become an author, and I just wanted to show a cousin who inspired me about becoming an author that it is true that this is something or a platform or another avenue of income that anybody can have, and it just became. Um, Maybe it's a hobby, but I'm not. Maybe it did. At one point in time, it became a hobby. So just because I just wanted to see how this would work, I even one week I uploaded 100 books. So it became, yeah, one of those things for me. But so trust me, you can get some help, and it doesn't have to take long, especially with Chat GPT. So it's when you decide to make that is executive decision, all you have to do is let us know if you need any assistance. Otherwise, you have all of the assistance you need on the computer, and you can just utilize us for book placement as an additional book placement, and somewhere you can connect with, somewhere you can actually have your family to come and do a book signing with you, or family and friends, or somewhere you just want to do your interview as an author, your first time doing an interview as an author. Definitely. And it's only $50 at this time for 2 months for book placement. And yeah, we help you to get your name out there. Absolutely. I can say more, but that's pretty much a commercial. I had to create one. Yeah, amen. So that's just that simple. So with that in mind, thank you very much. And this was a little bit. The last two couple of shows has been a little bit over 15 minutes, but we do try to keep the show 12 to 15 minutes long. If there's something that you would like for us to talk about, please let us know. Other than that, Bone, is there something else that you want to share before we conclude this podcast?
No, that was it.
Okay, all right, everybody. Well, thank you and very much. Have a great, great week. Until next time, have a great, great time too.
Peace.